I want to bring in our great political panel, business and political commentator John Burnett, and also former Democratic Massachusetts Congressman Barney Frank. It is great to have both of you guys. John, let's start with you. Is there a double standard here?
Absolutely. We already know that there's a double standard, right? President Trump had documents, Obama had documents, Biden has had documents for generations, right? Going back to when he was a senator. And you look at Hillary, she not only had documents, hard copies, she had soft copies. Where? On her server, right? Still using her personal email. So, but then Comey came out and said there was no intent. So why are they going after President Trump? We have a DOJ, we have the Democrats rigging it for Biden and going after Biden's political opponents. We should be ashamed of ourselves. And you know what? The whole world is ashamed of America.
Should the whole world be ashamed of America, what's happened here, Barney? And there is a very glaring omission when you look at what happened with Hillary Clinton in particular, as John just brought up.
Well, of course, there was an omission in John's partisan listing of Mike Pence, who is clearly not being prosecuted, and he admits that he had papers there. And secondly, no, I don't think the whole world is laughing at us, or should be. If you want to get the opinion of the whole world, frankly, as to what's going on in America, Donald Trump doesn't rate that highly with them, but that's not a factor that we should judge our policy on. What the rest of the world thinks should not be our guideline. I do think it was a mistake to indict him. As far as the double standard.
Wow, by the way, that's interesting. Why do you think it was a mistake, Barney? That's a powerful statement.
Thank you, Rita. I was about to explain.
Okay, good, and I'm about to hear.
Can I talk now? It is politically unwise. I think people said, oh, this is a political indictment. I think it's the absence of politics. First of all, let's be clear, and others have said this, there's no sign that what Trump did endangered national security. We ought to be clear about this. I think it was self-indulgent and sloppy, and I would like him to explain why he did it. My own guess is that there were embarrassing things there, for example, about his love affair with the dictator of North Korea, which he recently reaffirmed. But there's no even allegation that American national security was harmed by this. Given that, and given the political situation, there is a clear difference in America today of a fundamental nature. I'd like to see that litigated the best way at the ballot box next November of 24. And the best way to do that is to run against Donald Trump. I think he'll be the nominee. And I would like there to be an election on the issues and the differences and the personal abilities, not clouded by these political things. And again, there being no showing that there was a violation of an endangering national security, I think was a political mistake to divert attention from the fundamental issue that we should be deciding next year.
Bravo.
You know what? I can't believe it, folks.
I know.
The
Me
thing
too.
is, I don't know if it was the wildfires or maybe Barney was actually smoking something, or maybe it's the June bug, but he's actually making sense today. The thing is, I agree with you. It looks bad. They made it political. But you know what? We don't see the energy on the other side. We have a lot more information and more egregious crimes in terms of pay-to-play, bribery, a whole scheme. Where's the energy from the DOJ and FBI? Those are the questions America is actually seeking answers to. And the DOJ and FBI, they're slow-walking this.
Yeah, Barney, let me get you to reply to that, because, boy, as we found out this week, there is a document that exists. Ray finally turned it over, and the folks on the House Oversight Committee said it's a bombshell, potentially, and it looks like it's just sitting there, Barney.
No, it's not just sitting there. It's being investigated by the Republican-controlled Congress. First of all, let's be clear.
Because they just got it, Barney, after fighting tooth and nail to get it, Barney. You make it sound like it was served on a silver platter. It wasn't.
Rita, why is it that you have to interrupt me every time I get one sentence out? The point is
because we're trying to keep you focused.
We only have 30 seconds, Barney. Get to your point.
30 seconds, yeah, John. And that silliness about, of course people agree and disagree and make a big deal of it. I think it's kind of silly. But the point is this. Everything that's alleged happened before Donald Trump became president. So we had 4 years of Donald Trump as president. It's true he had trouble finding an attorney general he could get along with, as with other high officials, but he controlled the Justice Department. His appointee ran the FBI. So the fact
Barney,
that nothing...
that attorney general, by the way, Bill Barr, came out this week and said that that document was shown to be not disinformation and was sent to investigation, contrasted the Democrats. So it's important you get your facts straight. Go ahead.
Yes,
go ahead, John.
the facts are straight.
Go ahead, John,
Bill
please.
Barr,
Go ahead, John.
My fact is that Bill Barr
Go
was
ahead, John,
Attorney
please.
General. Bill Barr was Attorney General and didn't do anything about any of this stuff.
Yeah,
He
but
referred it to the Attorney General in Delaware.
Let's bring the conversation to today. What is the FBI and DOJ doing with credible information from a credible whistleblower regarding the Biden crime family and their scheme? That's what we need to talk about. We don't need to talk about President Trump's, pick 4 or 5 years ago. What we need to do is talk about what's going on right now.
And John, hold on. Let me get Barney to reply. Go ahead, Barney, real quick. I'll get you to reply.
First of all, we're not talking about Trump 4 or 5 years ago. We're talking about Trump maybe 2.5 years ago.
We're actually talking about Biden with the investigation. We're going to give you a few seconds.
You just want to filibuster. The fact is
no,
this,
we want to get you focused.
I know you're not going to let me get it out. You say we don't want to talk about Trump. If I were you, I wouldn't want to talk about Trump either. But the fact is that almost all of these allegations happened while Trump controlled the Justice Department, the FBI, and all the other agencies.
And that went to the attorney in Delaware. And even Bill, hold on a second, Bill Barr is wondering where it went. Both of you guys.
If I try to talk about Trump.
We got to go, John. I'm sorry, John. We're going to get you guys both next week. I love you both. And I can't believe Barney actually agreed on the Trump indictment at the beginning where we started.
Well, I'm going to try and give you a lot of things to believe, Rita.
Well, we're listening, Barney. We're waiting to hear. Keep going. Anyway, we're going to go to a break. I love you both. Well,